the day I catch myself waking up in the middle of the night, fasting, praying against some sort of spiritual attack or some sort of spiritual manipulation on my life is the day I pour spit on my face. God forbid. I can't try that nonsense again. Gone are the days when I was still naive, when I was still how will I put it? I'll call it brainwashed, lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, lack of work harder. That's just plain thing. Work harder. Think outside the box. You go waste your time praying. The time I should waste praying against some sort of spiritual nonsense, I will spend it learning a new language, learning a new skill, learning design on the internet. What the hell? People waste their time going to learn, read, study instead of pray. If you want to pray for Thanksgiving, pray, help people, do something. You're there telling me that you saw something in the village, you saw somebody doing this. There is no possible way anybody has the ability to alter your destiny without any form of your involvement in that thing. It can't happen. Like, how can it's like you guys I think the problem is that you don't want to blame yourself for your inability to learn and grow, for your shortcomings, right? You don't want to blame yourself, so you go put the blame on somebody doing mumbo jumbo in the bush. So you think somebody doing mumbo jumbo in the bush will stop the law of the universe, right? You walk and you walk with favor. The law of the universe is simple, right? You walk diligently and you will reap one day. You will reap the result of your labor. You can't wake up every morning of your life trying to study a particular thing. Every day you spend 2 hours on that particular thing. Every day. After a month, you will get the hang of it. You will learn it. You understand? I think the people are so lazy, right, that they feel that manna should fall on their lap. Maybe somebody has a different destiny, and you see, thunder is even accepting what I'm saying. You can tell those people that believe in all those spirituality without knowing spirituality, certain things like they oh God. The lack of knowledge. I think that is the most devastating thing a human can see. I feel what humans should do, right, is to go and read about the human psychology and the human mind. Oh my God. Wait, I need to come back to clarify something. When I said lazy, I'm not talking about just handwork, because there are many people that are actually very hardworking, right? But I'm talking about lazy in the form of thinking. Lazy and thinking. Lazy and strategizing. Lazy and thinking. That's the thing. See, for example, I'll give you an example of people that are lazy in thinking. People that have money, right? They have a lot of money. Once they have that money, right, and they don't know how to invest it, right? And most of the time, you are a generous person. Before I was like that, lazy in thinking. I'm so generous. I give out anyhow. But right now, I'm so strategic in my giving. You might call me wicked. I don't give a damn. I'm so strategic. Anytime I give out now, it's strategically planned. I don't just give out naively because I want you to like me or because I want to like myself for giving. I give strategically, and I know people that I can never give again. And I know people, okay, I give you in return. I know what I mean. Like, to me, giving is an investment. I channel my heart, my good heart, in giving. So you can't tell me that, oh, the enemy tried to bring you down. You have the money, you're giving up, because you not think before you're giving, before you are doing giving. I'm a charitable person. I was like that. I'm talking from experience. I was like that. I did not think before. I was just handing out things that pay for people's properties, pay for people's houses when I don't have them. I was doing those nonsense, right? But now, strategically, you will know how to do this. It's not about village people. Read. Not forget reading. Study. Understand the human mind and psychology. It's not only about religion, not only about spirituality. No, spirituality is beautiful. I have my own type of spirituality. Nature, listening to the animals, basking in nature, listening to the trees, and nature, natural spirituality. Praying in the middle of the night to the God of my soul. You understand? Crying. I believe in Jesus Christ, believe in the Bible, the Quran, but I don't believe in organized religion. But I believe in the stories that speaks to my soul. We understand the stories that enlighten me, the story that, okay, I know God actually put the truth to what all these things are saying, right? That is true. Spirituality is good. But you see, using, like Miyamoto, I like using Miyamoto for this. Believe, honor the gods, but do not put your hope in them. How can you put a hope in a God that allowed slavery? He tried to sugarcoat it, and you think every single word in those religious book is correct. You believe in a God that allows, that justifies, has a reason to justify killing of innocent children in wartime. He justifies it, and you think, oh God, as I say, the complete belief in organized religion is the death of intellectual growth and brilliance. Like, you can never get to the top of intellectual growth if you 100% believe in organized religion. It's not possible. Quote me anywhere. You like, if you understand the brilliance and the beauty in the religion is different than to believe completely in the organized, like, it blinds you. Peace out, man. This one, I'm done now for today.
I will not be insensitive to say that witchcraft does not work, because perhaps there are people who've been greatly affected by that phenomenon. But I will say that an obsessive belief in witchcraft can, in itself, be a self-limiting belief. The real witchcraft that affects the majority of people is not a spiritual attack. It is, in fact, a psychological issue. In other words, what affects us most is not what our enemies choose to inflict on us, despite their attempts, right? What affects us most is what we choose to internalize. It is impossible for another human being to alter your God-given destiny without an element of your participation. And yes, don't get me wrong, maybe there are a number of people who are on an active pursuit to try and drag you down. That is always there. That has always been there, right? But most of the time we use witchcraft as a substitute to accountability. To show you what I mean, think about it this way. The laws of probability apply in literally everything that we do. Sometimes you'll actually do 20 job interviews and only get accepted on your 21st. But in an African community, we don't understand the laws of probability, nor do we understand the laws of distribution, the laws of averages. So what do? We stop stacking probability, right? We get rejected and we start believing that perhaps maybe our friend's aunt has actually altered our destiny. I'm not arguing or debating the actual dynamics of the spirituality around witchcraft and all. That is not the point of this video. The point of this video is to actually show you that where your mind goes, your life goes. If you believe that a supernatural spell is actually blocking your success, you lose accountability, and ultimately you give that ideology power over your own psychology, power over your execution, and ultimately power over your results. And once it does that, vele kuzoba ngathi bayakuloya.